sweeties. I'm glad you decided to join me for a little while again today. I know it's been over a month since I've been able to post a video on YouTube because we were experiencing some technical difficulties. But in the words of Dr. Abraham Lowe, that's average. In other words, it's no big deal. Happens to everyone, happens all the time. And so I would actually like to tell you a little bit about Dr. Abraham Lowe of blessed memory. He was decades ahead of his time. He was a neuropsychiatrist living and working in Chicago in the 1930s. I know that was a long time ago. Like I said, he was way ahead of his time. So he created this group at the request of his patients, this group slash program slash organization. Back then it was called Recovery Inc. It's now called Recovery International because it is in many countries all over the world now, which is great news for everyone who has emotions. I don't know, that might be a lot of people. So, so Dr. Lowe started this group, Recovery International, so that his patients who are well enough to go home from the psychiatric hospital would stay well enough to stay home. And the main thing with his approach is teaching his patients to think about these symptoms they're having and talk about the symptoms they're having in objective, more clinical terms, the way a doctor would. That way, we don't keep working ourselves up even more when we're telling our best friend something that happened. We're actually using objective terms and able to work ourselves down and go back and just have the rest of our day. So Recovery International has helped me so much, and no, this is not like a paid advertisement or anything. They don't have a clue that I'm even mentioning them. But I wanted to share about them because it has helped me so much, and in me getting some help and some relief, it's helped my children immensely also. So if you're a human being who has feelings, Recovery International could help. So during the time that this is being recorded, we are still in the COVID-19 pandemic, so the in-person meetings have not resumed yet, but they already had online meetings and telephone meetings, and a Facebook page, and of course their website. So Recovery International, it's fantastic. Feel free to look into that. Like I said, if you're a human being who has emotions. Okay, so yeah, this video is really just to check in because it's been so long. So whatever you've been going through, and whatever I've been going through, we've gotten through it. Whatever the worst thing you've lived through was, or whatever the worst thing I've lived through was, we've gotten through it and we're still here. And I'm still with you. And yeah, so we'll just keep moving forward, okay? Okay. So if you want to stay on top of when my videos are up and ready to be seen, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And oh, if you have any burning questions about anything about Bible stuff, about recovery, about me, please go ahead in the comments, ask your question. I will answer it to the best of my ability. And yeah, if it's a Bible thing that I have to look up, that is no problem, because that is fun time for me. I'll just geek out. Okay, so anyway, so a little bit about what my next video is going to be about, because I already know. I had the opportunity recently to participate in a Zoom study session with my synagogue community, and some of us prepared lessons to share with the group, and I was already having my technical difficulties with my laptop, so if you happen to be somebody who was part of our Zoom study session and you're like, I remember what you talked about, that's great, but I will be expanding upon it a bit more here because I can, and because my new laptop works properly, so that's good news. And okie dokie, so we're just about done for today, but before we go, I do want to take a minute with you. I'm going to close my eyes. You can if you want, or not. Just take a breath with me and let it out. It's nice to slow down a little bit and just feel that loving energy that flows through the universe all the time. A lot of times we're too busy to feel it, but it's there. It's this loving, healing energy. And people have different words for it, and that's cool. But this loving, healing energy connects us all. And I'm just going to reach out with that energy and give you a big old mama hug. And I hope you're feeling it. So with that, I will say goodbye for now.